is currently 8 in the morning, and as promised in my announcement, I'd start making these sorts of videos because I thought I want to connect with you guys. I want to share my advice with you all, and I want to help you all. But nonetheless, I had my half a morning coffee. As you guys didn't know, I am a coffee person. I do like coffee. Nonetheless, but on to the topic of today. I want to talk about laziness. Laziness is fundamentally something that can ruin a person, depending on the benefactor. Laziness is something that we've all grown accustomed to over the years, yes, and fundamentally, it can both be something that's good and overall something that's bad. And currently, the problem with laziness is over time, you could feel yourself not doing a single thing. Laziness is something that comes from you not really wanting to do anything yourself. For example, you say that you're going to do something today, you don't do that. You don't do that something. Then you say you're going to do something tomorrow, you don't do that something. And so it kind of creates a cycle over time, and where you just rather sit in bed and not really do anything. And it's understandable because at the same time though, while you want to have those days where you can chill out, you want to sit down, just relax, that's completely fine. The problem with that is, over time, if you grow too accustomed to that, and as you grow as a person, you start to feel like you just want to sit down all the time, like you just want to go off and be lazy, basically. And while that fundamentally, again, it's fine to have those days where you want to chill out and you want to have those days where you want to take a break, that's completely fine and it's understandable. But when you start doing that more often, and when you want to say that, oh, I'm going to go do this, but you never do that, then it starts to create a cycle of just laziness, and where you don't really want to do anything at all. You just want to sit in bed all day. And I know the bed is comfortable to lay in. Trust me, it happens to everybody, even me. But what I'm trying to get at is, we overall need to know what and how we do in terms of managing that laziness. Because oftentimes what we do is, with laziness is, we start to give more excuses over and over and over again. And that starts to impact you as a whole, and what you do and what you say. And over time, as you grow older, and this is for my younger people and older audiences out there, this goes for everyone. The less you do, the more lazy you become. And so that not only impacts your social life, it impacts your lifestyle, and it impacts your psyche. But how do we overall fix this? How do we overall overcome this? And it's simple. You start by managing your time, creating a schedule, and start by doing the little things. For example, you make a schedule for yourself. Set a schedule for like you waking up at 3 a.m. You wake up, you get up, make your bed, get something to eat, just the little things. And from that alone, you'll start to feel some accomplishment. You'll start to feel some success from yourself. That's good coffee. And it's been done before. People have overcome laziness to a degree. And it's rough at first. I will say that it's rough at first because as you do this, you want to feel like you're doing something. You want to feel like you're not just sitting around and doing nothing, you know? And so by that alone, again, by you starting to do and start to accomplish those little things, you'll start to want to do more. You'll start to want to do more and feel more accomplished within yourself. And that builds confidence and it builds some self-respect for yourself. And from that alone, you can start to build a better lifestyle for yourself as you do this. And so, but there's more to add on than that. There's more to go off with that, though. And I know some of you guys are berating, what about this, or what about that? And believe me, there's a lot, and it's a lot. We are not expected to have it all together. We of all people should know this. We don't need to have everything together, not in like an instant, not in like the snap of your fingers. That's just unrealistic thinking. And so, overall, what I am trying to say is we need to figure out how we benefit not just ourselves, but overall benefit how we live. Do we want to be in bed all day and just sit around and really do nothing? I don't think so. Because then you'll start to feel left out. You'll start to feel like you're not doing anything. Because laziness can also be combined with things like depression, doubt, fear, and so many other things. And that's what's going on in a lot of days. A lot of us want to feel important, but we don't want to do what needs to be done to feel important, you know? And so through that alone, and I remember a quote a long time ago. Doubt causes fear, and fear causes chaos. And how that impacts you as a person. And so, a lot of times, we say that we are so busy, but yet we're not busy at all. We'd rather say that we are doing something, but on the other time, you aren't really doing anything at all. I mean, really take a look at how you live. Take a look on what you do for a living. Are you really contributing? Are you really benefiting yourself? Are you really putting in the actual time and effort? And I think this goes for a lot of us. And again, as I've stated before, how we prevent laziness, at least on how we overcome it, is by setting a standard for ourselves. We need to set a standard for ourselves, and we need to start creating some sort of schedule and start by accomplishing the little things at once. Start by making your bed. Start by cooking for yourself. Start exercising. Like the little things. And by that alone, you'll start to feel some sort of accomplishment. And then you'll want to do bigger things. And over time, you want to do more and more and more. But again, you also want to have those breaks. And it's understandable because you'll start to feel tired. You want to start at least be relaxed a little bit. And it's understandable. But we're talking about sheer laziness, where you just don't want to do a single thing with yourself. And through that alone, laziness is a man's own self-destruction. But nonetheless, I do thank you guys for tuning into this video, and I will be posting more voice acting shorts soon this weekend, and you'll be seeing a little bit more from me. I know you guys have been wanting some, but regardless, this is Redacted,
and to all are one.